I don't think he is. That didn't even KO me. I think that's game. Yeah, he did it. Wow, Talonflame, you're so weak. How did that not KO me? Kingdra. Wow. MVP for sure. You get the gold medal for this match. I don't know how that didn't KO me. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation H VGC. Rain is back in a huge way. You got a bunch of really cool rain-abusing mons and rain setters. It's actually a rain team around Politoed and Kingdra, alongside a bunch of other really cool things. There's actually a team by Odin, or I think it's Aquamoth. We featured a few of their teams on the channel in the past. They always put out some really cool teams, so I end up featuring them because they're usually really fun to play and pretty well built. If you guys want to use this team, rental code up in the corner, paste down below. We got some really cool stuff on this team, mainly Kingdra. I haven't really seen Kingdra that much. We're kind of like, at least when we're recording this, like we're like the first few days of the Regulation H being released, or first announced, so still people are kind of really experimenting and stuff, so haven't really seen much Kingdra. I've seen a lot of Basca Legion and a bunch of other stuff in Rain. I've seen Floatzel coming back, Dreadnought, a few Dreadnought teams actually on Showdown and stuff, but not really anything with Kingdra. So we're going to see if Kingdra's good. We're going to run through the team real quick. We're going to hop some games. We got the Choice Banded Dragonite with the E-Speed and Outrage Ice Spinner just to get rid of the terrain for coverage. And then you got the Stomping Tantrum there. Clear Amulet Scissor, kind of cool. Just mainly as a steel type that gets its damage reduced, being that it's only weak to fire types in the rain, which is kind of cool. Always a really cool mon to throw on your rain teams. You got the Clefairy, even though I actually, over Scissor, I actually kind of prefer Metagross. I think Metagross kind of outclasses Scissor on your rain teams now if you're looking for like a steel type to throw on your rain teams. We're going to see how it goes. You got Clefairy there. It's mainly as a support, kind of the same set it's always been really running. It's mainly your support follow me set. Citrus Berry, Politoed with the Terra Grass, Perish Song. And you got the Icy Wind Speed Control and Weather Ball there for some solid damage in the rain. AV Rillaboom, probably the most standard common set so far for this regulation. And then you got the star of the team, which is the Life Orb, Swift Swim Kingdra with the Terra Steel, Defensive Terra. See how that actually does. Is Kingdra Power Crept in this generation? Is it probably going to be like the first actual like regulation where Kingdra is actually legal when it was put into the game? And actually with no Urshifu in the format to steal its thunder, and a bunch of other stuff gone, like Raging Bolt and a bunch of other stuff that would normally be thrown onto a rain team. So can Kingdra actually stick in it with a bunch of other people and actually hold its own with all these other stuff being added to the game this current generation? We're going to find out. Let's hop some games. Alright, first game, and we're going against a guy who uses double restricted, so that's going to be fun. Tinkaton, Gengar, Miraidon. Oh, this team gets wrecked by Miraidon. Holy shit, look at my team. What is my switch to Miraidon apart from, like, Rillaboom? Nothing. Nothing wants to take anything from Miraidon. Holy shit. Skeleturge, Ogerpon, that's another mon this team's going to really struggle with, is the Ogerpon. And then Terrapagos, so what do we even do here? Are these nicknames for this team too? Are these anime nicknames? Because is that Urza Scarlet? I'm not sure who. I remember that name from somewhere. It's from an anime. I don't watch much anime anymore since like the middle of high school. I haven't watched anime much, but they seem like anime nicknames, especially Urza. Either that or I'm just mistaken. It's just Urza and it has no relation to any anime characters. What do I even bring here? I need Rain. I really need Rain. I think I'm going to lead Politoed. Rillaboom. I'll bring the... I'm forced to kind of bring the Scissor just mainly for the Ogerpon. That way I can hit it for super effective damage with like a bug type move. I don't know, this is going to be a really tough game to win. I don't think I win this game at all on paper because I don't really have much speed control either. I guess I have Icy Wind. Like, it's really difficult to get an Icy Wind off when everything gets one-shotted. So need Skeleturge, though. Something's about to get faked out on turn 1, I think. Unless he goes Terra here. I think what I do is just fake out Tinkaton. He probably actually outspeeds me if I were to guess. I'm going to Weather Ball here. I'm going to Weather Ball on the off chance he doesn't fake me out and we just trade fake outs. Or if I outspeed him. This should one-shot him. This should completely one-shot. Wow, that's huge. Good. Great turn one. Great turn one. Getting a free KO, pretty much. So that's pretty good for the Scissor, too, because he doesn't really have much else on the team to deal with Scissor. Like, granted, I guess Miraidon doesn't really need fire-type moves to one-shot me. Comes Ogre Pawn. What do I do here? I mean, I could Perish Song, I guess. Perish Song, and then I can actually just high horsepower here. Energy Ball. I'm probably dead, actually. He's running a special Ogre Pawn for some reason, but it gets boosted because of the terrain. So normally it wouldn't have did that much damage, but the terrain allowed it to get a boost. He wants his Pelipper gone. I think something dies on his side though, because he can't withdraw both Mons unless he just does it early. But then I get some free damage on something here. I'm assuming his last Mon's probably Miraidon. But if it was Miraidon, I don't know why he just wouldn't go into it already. Just to, like, get his own terrain up. I don't really care if the Politoed drops at this point either. I want to see what his last Mon is, because I can maybe withdraw the Politoed if I really want my rain back. I'm just not sure if I should keep it here still or not. It's Terrapagos, okay. So that makes me actually want to keep my rain, because he's going to get rid of my rain when he actually Terras. So I actually kind of want to keep that around. I'm actually going to switch the Politoed out here. I'm going to switch the Politoed out into the Clefairy on this turn. And then I think the Ogre Pawn just dies, so it's dead in like 2 turns. I don't think it pays really attacking it at this point. I'm just going to break his Terra Shell on this turn. I'm gonna go Terra here, so I guess I don't have to worry about breaking Terra Shell, but he just wants to get rid of my terrain and my weather, so I made a good play switching out the Pelipper just to get my rain back up. I don't know how much rain really matters, so I don't really have much on this team that really takes advantage of it. Like, it's good for the Scissor if he has, like, fire coverage on something, but I don't think Terrapagos gets any fire coverage. That was actually a crit, and it barely did anything. So the Ogre Pawn's dead on this next turn. I'm actually going to switch out the Rillaboom here. I'm actually just going to Icy Wind. I'm going to Icy Wind. I'm going to switch out Rillaboom here into the Politoed again. He actually has flame. I didn't even know Terrapagos got Flamethrower. He actually has Flamethrower. That's crazy. I didn't think Terrapagos got any fire coverage. Oops. Found that out the hard way, I guess. I'm going to Scissor here. We're going to try to have the Scissor putting in some work, see how it does. Rillaboom's kind of the insurance policy if shit goes bad. Close combat here. Weather Ball. Flamethrower. It's in the rain though. Do I live this? That's even in the rain. That does so much damage to me. That's kind of pathetic, actually. I get the crit though. It's not bad. We played really well. My opponent could have also been an asshole too, though. Like, he kind of made it more of an even match. He just brought one restricted. If he was really a piece of shit, he could have just brought like the Miraidon and the Terrapagos and just kind of just went from there. But he was nice and he kind of tried to give me a more of a fair matchup, so I'll give him credit where credit's due. If he really wanted to win, though, like he could have just brought both of the restricted mons, because Miraidon wrecks me. I don't know why he didn't bring Miraidon, apart from that. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're going against another Regulation H team. One is the Rillaboom, Lucario, Hydreigon, Talonflame, Goldengo, Frigoraph. Funny enough, actually, the Kingdra is okay here, actually, but I think the main thing that's actually kind of stopping the Kingdra this game is just because he has a lot of priority. Like, Grassy Glide does a shit ton of damage to me, and like E-Speed, especially if he's like Choice Banded Terra Normal, does a shit ton of damage to the Kingdra here, but I do want to bring it. So bring on this. What else do I want to bring here? I think I lead Politoed, I bring the Rillaboom lead. I bring Kingdra in the back. I think I'll bring Dragonite here. I'm gonna try to bring the Dragonite. I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up what I really bring, because both of the mons kind of get walled by certain things on his team. Like, the Scizor gets walled by Goldengo here, and like it gets one-shotted by probably like a Flamethrower or Heat Wave from the Hydreigon, so it's not really the greatest either. Like the Dragonite kind of gets walled by a few things too. You're gonna have to choose what I lock myself into. So lead this. The main reason I wanted to lead Rillaboom just for fake out onto Talonflame. Break the Gale Wings. I have Weather Ball here too, so if I really want to, I can just double into Talonflame. I think I'm going to. I'm going to fake out and double into Talonflame. He's probably Sash, if I were to guess too. Draw. Okay. Poison. Okay. Alright then. Man, I really wish I went for Icy Wind. Imagine how good that would have been here. Icy Wind would have been so good. You know, he's going to set up a free Nasty Plot on me. Well, that's not good. Man, I wish I would have went for Icy Wind. That does nothing. That's Assault Vested. That's AV Rilla. YOLO. I mean, I can go for Perish Song here too if I somehow live. But I'm just going to Icy Wind here. I'm assuming he just fakes out the Rillaboom and just spams Make It Rain now, or like Thunderbolt, if he has that for coverage. Well, that ain't too bad. Lowering his speed, I can maybe, since now he's Terra Dragon, like I can kind of deal with it better with the Kingdra. And like I'm eating Make It Rain for breakfast, like I took that pretty damn well. It's Icy Wind again here, and then I'm just gonna go for high horsepower. I want the Rillaboom to go down. Like it's so low health where I don't really want to keep it around anymore. That's good. That's real nice. I'm hoping he kills Rillaboom. Please kill Rilla. Please. So I can get a free switch into something on this next turn. That'd be great. I think my biggest complaint for this Rillaboom is like you lose a lot of momentum with this thing because you don't have U-turn. I think the main criticism I have for this team so far is this Rillaboom really needs U-turn on it. That way you're able to come in, get some solid damage off or fake something out, get your rain up for free, and then kind of swap out on the next turn, especially if you have like some speed control and stuff. That's kind of the main thing, or being able to do some damage, still have a solid amount of health, and just kind of rotate out into whatever you really want to. Like into the Clefairy, for example, or to like dodge an incoming move with something. That'd be really good to have, but so this thing does not. It has high horsepower for coverage, which I understand why it's there, but I really would think this thing needs U-turn. I would actually get rid of Grassy Goliath for U-turn. That's my main thing I'd probably do with this team so far. The main thing I will at least change, personally. What do you want to do here? I think I go into Kingdra. I have to go for Draco. He might just swap here too. Does he have a fairy on his team? He doesn't have a fairy, but like he can probably swap. Like, if he has Lucario here, I think Lucario probably comes in to take a dragon type move. Or he goes for a double protect, maybe. And then I'm going to try to go for high horsepower onto the Rillaboom to try to do something. Grassy Glide does so much damage. I one-shot the Golden Go, though. It's pretty nice. I don't have really much rain turns left, though. That's kind of the main thing. I think I'm down to like 2 rain turns. He has Talonflame, so I kind of want to go for a Terra. If I do Terra, I think I'm going to be going Terra normal onto the Dragonite here. Like, I'm kind of forced to go into Dragonite here, because I think what he does here is he has priority Brave Bird. I think he just takes out the Kingdra from this range. I'm kind of forced to go into the Dragonite on this turn, unfortunately, and have it take damage. Kind of sucks, but that's what I need to do here. And then this Rillaboom's just so useless because I don't have U-turn this match. Like, I just don't do anything. I do nothing here. Like, what do I do? I mean, I'll Wood Hammer. Maybe that'll do more damage. If I knew Wood Hammer did that much damage, I would have went for Wood Hammer a long time ago. I was sitting over here screwing around with high horsepower. I didn't know it was going to do that much. I misplayed big time then. Now the train's gone. Rillaboom got a bunch of free damage off for no reason. So if I do lose, it's because of that, because I kind of misplayed. I could have got the Rillaboom out of here a long time ago, so. It also has Tailwind up now, too, so, like, if I go Terra Normal here, which I don't think I'm able to, I'm banded, so, like, I'm just gonna lock myself into Outrage. We're gonna YOLO. We're gonna YOLO here. I'm just gonna go for Outrage, and I'm gonna go for high horsepower, and we're just gonna YOLO. It just straight up one-shots him with the crit! With the crit! Did the crit matter there? I'm choice banned at Outrage. I don't know if that matters. Lucario's defense isn't the greatest. Wow, I might actually win this. It comes down to if he's Focus Sash or not. If he's Focus Sash Talonflame, like, assuming he has Acrobatics, he might not even have an item. Yeah, or he's a Talonflame that has Acrobatics because he usually plans for, like, the Focus Sash to be burnt up. So maybe that's what it is too. Is he Sash Talonflame? If he is, he wins. If he's not, though, I can still win here. I'm gonna muddy water. I don't think he is. That didn't even KO me. I think that's game. Yeah, he did it. Wow, Talonflame, you're so weak. How did that not KO me? Kingdra. Wow. MVP for sure. You get the gold medal for this match. I don't know how that didn't KO me. Talonflame, you are so damn weak. I think Talonflame's decent in this format, but like the main problem with it is like its attack stat is so low already. I think it's like 86 attack or something really low base attack. And like you have a lot of Intimidate mons running around. You have Salamence, Incineroar, Gyarados. There's a few other Intimidate mons that aren't as common. Arcanine. There's a few other Intimidate mons too. Like you have Intimidate running around, plus like a lot of like stuff that's running Will-O-Wisp and stuff too. I mean, you can't be touched by Will-O-Wisp, but it's kind of another thing too, a lower stuff attack. But the main thing is Intimidate, and like your attack stats garbage to begin with. So like if you get intimidated at all, like Talonflame's really bad. It just sets up Tailwind and just doesn't do anything. You just get set up on or get destroyed. I think that's the main drawback to Talonflame. It's really shut down pretty easily. So yeah, I didn't even have Intimidate there though. I had no Intimidate and it just didn't even KO me. So I just go to show how weak Talonflame is. Awful mon. Either that or he wasn't fully invested into attack. He was more of like a bulky Talonflame, but I don't know if that really matters because Talonflame's defenses are garbage anyways. You're better off just going full speed, full attack, full send, or maybe a little bit of HP and the rest into attack. So I don't know. We'll talk a little bit about this team. Alright, as for this team, overall really solid team. I think Kingdra kind of proved me wrong a little bit, but I think at the same time we got some really solid matchups to where when I did bring it, it actually put in a lot of work. So I think I was kind of more just inclined to kind of bring it in the games that was really good, because there were some games where it was really bad and I never really brought it at all. But the majority of the games I ended up getting paired with, it did put into most of the work most of the time. So is Kingdra bad? I think you'd have to play a lot more either with this team or test on like an entirely different team to kind of see if it's really any good. I do think though, like the main things that are really holding Kingdra back is there's just so much priority in the format. So you have E-Speed, Sucker Punch from like Kingambit and a few other things, Grassy Glide from Rillaboom, Fake Out, that type of thing. You get doubled into really easily with like Fake Out combination. Fake Out plus like any neutral, hard-hitting neutral move. Usually one it KOs you from that range, from like almost full, because your defenses aren't really the greatest. You have decent offenses, I think it's like 95. 95, I think your speed's like 85 or something. I think it's one of the faster Swift Swim users, but I think the main thing it has going for it is like its move pool is pretty good and like it has a pretty solid type. I don't know, is Kingdra overrated and kind of outshadowed currently and like power crept? I don't know, I think it's solid, at least for this format. If you really want to make it work, I think you can make it work, but apart from that, the rest of the team really solid. I think the only main gripe with this team is I would actually get rid of either Grassy Glide or high horsepower on the Rillaboom for like U-turn. I think that's the main thing, because there were multiple games in a row where I would rather have U-turn to get momentum and switch out into something else, like the Clefairy or like something else to start doing damage, where the Rillaboom just kind of comes in, applies a little bit of pressure with like some damage and like fake out pressure, and after that just doesn't do anything. It's kind of on the field, it's like a dead weight while your opponent's just kind of either setting up on you or like shitting out a bunch of damage on you. So it loses you a lot of momentum. I think throwing U-turn onto this Rillaboom, especially for this team, would be a really good improvement. Especially alongside like Perish Song. It gives you a way to get like some solid chip damage, allowing you to actually not like hard switch out with the Perish Song too. You can kind of switch out whenever. You can kind of plan around that too, which gives a little bit more kind of synergy with this team. So that's like the main thing I would change. Apart from that, really solid team. If you guys want to check the team out, use it yourself. Rental up in the corner. Paste should be down below. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. If you guys want to support the channel further, you guys can become a channel member. Link that down in the description, or the huge red button down below, or there should be like a join button by the subscribe button if you guys want to join and become a channel member, or just donate as well. All the donations really help. If you guys want to send a super chat or whatever as well, when I'm live or just when I upload, that's completely cool. Those are currently active. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Got a bunch more stuff on the way. Got Apex Legends Season 22 here dropping in the next few days, at least when I'm recording this. And I got a bunch more Regulation Age teams on the way for featuring, so peace out, everybody.